Hi, I am Dr. P. L. Vinokumar, the Dean Academics from NIT Manipur. So first of all, for being the objectives of this PRA analysis, the first important thing is, as we know that the objective is to strengthen and to educate, to uplift the condition living of the villagers. The first thing is we have to understand the problem. Understanding the problem itself is not very easy task. Through this PRA analysis, what we have done is, we are trying to make a rapport with the villagers. We are trying to make a individual amongst them, and we are trying to find the real problem from them. So through the PRA analysis, we have also made a community discussion, and we allow them to interact along with us and to do the activity along with us. Through this way, their true, honest problems that they face in life, they discuss along with us, and hence we find the true reflection of their quality of the life. So the next second point is, how do we, the regional coordinators of the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, we are going to take away from this village, and it's going to implement to our respective state, and it's going to implement along with our PIs. So the thing is that it is not easy for the PRA to be same with the Hyderabad village, with that of Manipur, from where I belong, or any other state. But at least the grassroots level of the practice methodology, that is very important, that we have learned from here. And again, similar thing in our village in Manipur itself, when we train the PIs under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, they have to first have the interaction along with the villagers through maybe a little bit different techniques, but through this methodology of PRA. Because the thing is, there also the villagers always feel alienated whenever academicians or politician comes and asks, what is your problem? They always feel that they are always cheated, and they comes only in the time of elections or whatever the case may be. So winning the hearts and making a rapport with the villagers is very important. So this lesson itself, to be very honest, we have learned a lot from this Hyderabad conducted by ASCI, and we are going to implement for the strengthening the PIs of Manipur. And I also believe that with a lot of other RCs, 14 RCIs throughout the country, they will also implement to the state and to strengthen the PIs, which will multiply in more than 2,000 numbers, probably further to increase in the next 6 months. And the strengthening of the relation between the villagers and we intellectuals will increase, and hence we'll know their real issues, and it won't be difficult for us to implement their solutions.
Yeah, I'm Professor Sarjan, Dean of Veterinary University, Tirupati, Andhra. So I'm being the coordinator of RCI UBA 2.0, wherein we are carrying out this UBA activity, village development, rural development activities in 8 districts, whereas my other colleague, Andhra University, taking care of remaining 5 districts. As Mahatma Gandhi said, so India is not looks like Europe, and India never lives in Calcutta or Bombay. It is living in rural villages. The country's progress can be achieved only when we get the progress and development in the rural side. That's why we are here on this village as a part of this learning program. First, we need to understand what exactly the problems and constraints and the resources in a village. So in that participatory rural appraisal program, wherein we move around the village and we identify the resources available in the village, and also we identify the constraints available in the village, and we interact with the people and all sections of the people, including the school kids also, women, and all categories of the people. Thereby, we will understand, we can understand what exactly the resources available in the village and the constraints. This is a practice being done by our universities. We always adopt a village. Before adopting a village, for doing a development for over a period of 5 years, what we will see the constraints, and we will see the development. And after 5 years, we will see the impact of all our development activities. So how they are being implemented. So in fact, what the universities are doing under UBA, we try to always coordinate with the line departments and take the services to the villages for the development of the rural side. And also from the universities, we have lot number of technologies, and these technologies are really less expensive and more feasible for the villages, the village development. That's why we are mainly focusing on major prime areas. The prime areas mainly the rural water supply and sanitation, health of the children. Mainly in India, more than 70 million children are less than 12 years of age, they are suffering with malnutrition and the stunting problem. So the major reason is malnutrition. We try to give a lot of education. Recently, we have also participated in Agriculture, Nutrition and Health Academy under Imman Fellowship in Hyderabad, wherein we could identify some of the problems and some of the solutions for this child nutrition. This information will be carried to the village in order to protect our the future generations. So along with that, we try to provide the basic amenities like the school children. They always wanted the best environment in the education, like a teacher, environment, playgrounds, and a very good protective things. Like in villages, in order to maintain hygiene and sanitation, every household should have a very good toilet. That is the prime motto for the UBA. So that's what we are doing. And also the electricity and higher education facilities. In addition to that, we need to now, it's the time for the technologies. We try to educate the people to acquire the internet kind of things, and we try to provide them the villages well equipped with internet facilities so that they can have access to the world. Thereby they get knowledge and they can self-sustain.
I am Dr. D.T. Ingole. I am the director of Innovation, Incubation and Linkages at Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Maharashtra. We had introduced the Regional Coordinating Institute at Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University. Under this university, we are insisted many more colleges, affiliated colleges, to become a PIs of this UBA. I am very pleased to inform you that there are about 32 PIs registered under the PI, and as you know that there are 5 villages has to be adapted. So we have at present more than 150 villages adapted by the PIs of our under this university. We have conducted so many programs for village development. Recently, our engineering students has developed one very innovative project at one village where they are provided a very innovative idea through the IoT. Through that, they have provided a climate control system. So therefore, the villager could able to produce the strawberry and peas and other very rare fruits which is not present at our region. Similarly, in one of the success story, one of the PIs has taken the initiative to build a bridge between the 2 villages, and they are asked the government to provide a very substantial funding for that, and we are very pleased to inform you that through them, through their project, they could able to fetch about 12 crore rupees, and through that they could able to construct the bridge between 2 villages. So we could understand that when the bridge is constructed, how the villages are getting benefited. So my observation is that when the institutions are getting involved in the development of the rural, in real sense, the rural are getting uplifted. So
yeah, this is Dr. Sri Krishna Rai from NIT Durgapur on rural immersion and community engagement. It has been very productive, very effective, and there we learned many things from the cotton industry, the cotton production, and the lifestyle, this mission Bhagirathi. So we have learnt many things of this particular area, and above all in this conference, the most important thing what I have learned and what I want to disseminate while going back to my place, that like how to involve ourselves, how to just immerse in the real community, where most of the students nowadays are coming from like urban background and convent education. So these peoples are, we feel a kind of disconnect. These students are not connected with the real community, the rural India. So this kind of program we have to develop, and we have to just like popularize, we have to just like promote this program, and this is the need of the hour, because we have to like take our student to the real community. Then only they can develop something, they can like make some devices or make some apps or anything, whatever they want to do, they can do for the benefit of the rural community. So that disconnect which we have been feeling for the last few decades, this should be like this problem should be solved. This and we can solve this problem by giving them the real connectivity with the rural India. They can understand the problem of rural India, and then only they can develop something, they can work something for the rural India. And if it is done, definitely I am very hopeful that with this visionary program, such kind of rural connectivity program of Government of India, definitely in near future we will be very like in real sense we will be a developed nation.